Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So, something very special I'm going to try today. I'm going to try and run a half marathon. So it's about 5 a.m. right now. I'm expecting the race to, well, it's not a race, it's internal race for me, but it's not an official race. It's going to be a 4-mile loop done 3 times, and then obviously the last 1.1 miles or so at the end. This will be the longest distance that I've ran by 5 miles or so. The longest I've ever run is 8.2. It's going to be, it's a beautiful route as well. And so it's about 5. So once I do probably close to the second loop, we're going to be seeing the sunrise. And I'm going to try and record after each loop for a couple minutes as I'm just kind of doing that. Got the full setup here, drinks, because we're going to be running for a long time. So you got to stay hydrated. Get these little gel pack things. Got my chest light. All set. But I'll be able to take this guy off after probably an hour and a half or so. Yeah, really excited. This is crazy. 5 months ago I could barely run a mile. It's been an amazing journey so far. So we're gonna get going. I'll see you guys after the first loop. Hey guys, so we're just finishing up the first loop. Feeling pretty good. Kept a decent pace. Didn't go off the racks too hard. So the hardest part about this race is the first mile because it's all uphill. So that's the part that I dread. But we're 4 miles in. It's still pitch black. And I'm on the only stretch of main road, which is about 0.8 miles. So we're just finishing that up now. So, doing good, feeling good. Let's get that second lap in. Hey guys, just finishing the second loop, so about 8 miles in. Still feeling pretty good. My Achilles is really sore, but apart from that, everything's good. Mine's good, because we're entering uncharted territory here. The last 5 miles of this race, my body's not used to that, so this is going to be a big push. But this is why we're doing this. It's a similar thing to the burpees. Once you hit 500 burpees, which when you start your burpee journey, it seems an unthinkable number. But once you hit that number, everything underneath seems pretty easy. Not easy from a physical standpoint, but easy from a mental standpoint, because you can say, I've done it before, so I can do it again. I'm taking the same mentality into running, trying to push out that distance, because once I do this half marathon, that 8.2 miles that I did that was so difficult, now suddenly doesn't become so difficult because you've ran 5 miles more than that. It's the same mentality. It's all mental. So let's go. I'll see you on that final lap. Cheers, guys. I hate hills. We're getting closer to 9 miles, and this is the last hill that I have to do. Doesn't look too steep on the video, but it's quite steep. This sucks. Alright, guys. Heading into the final stretch, about 1.5 miles to go. Oh, I hit my pain wall about a mile ago. This is fucking brutal. But we're still pushing. We're so close now. But guys, this rivals the 1300 burpees I did. But we're still pushing, guys. It's been a beautiful run now. But I'm on the really shitty part. It's the main road. And it's uneven. Plays havoc on your ankles. I'm telling you, my lower body is in so much pain. I just gotta push. Alright, see you at the finish. Done. Half marathon, 2 hours 14 minutes. 2 hours 14 minutes and 17 seconds, an average of 10 minutes and 13 seconds a mile. And the last mile was done in about 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Holy shit. My wife's gonna kill me because I'm not gonna be able to walk today. I even got my buddy cheering me on. What's up, Gerard? Oh, that's one of the hardest things I've ever done. It's one of the hardest things. Look at him, he's off his... He's had a haircut. Wow. I cannot believe I just did a half marathon, guys. Unbelievable. 5 months ago, you could probably not get me to do a mile, 2 miles. And I've been training really hard. And in that 5 months I've had COVID, a bad case of COVID, and an injured calf. And I've done a shitload of burpees as well. It's probably one of my proudest achievements. Alright. I'm gonna go take a cold shower because my legs are fucked. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, alright. So a little bit of a post run video here. So my feelings on the run. I'm trying to get a different angle because it's like hazy. Hold on. I mean, so how I'm feeling right now, so feeling pretty good. My legs are obviously quite sore. Knees, calves, Achilles, ankle, whole thing, everything's a little bit sore, but that's to be expected. You'd be a bit silly to expect to run a personal record distance significantly, 5 miles more than my previous longest run, and not think you're going to be a bit sore. So, but you know, I went through some, obviously different emotions throughout the run. After the first 4 miles, felt pretty good. I was in a good place. The run itself, the first mile of the run, Jared, get out of here. Go on. You're not supposed to escape. He's just escaped for the fence. The first mile of the run is all uphill. The whole thing, and it's really tough. And to do that once, not too bad, because you're coming back around, and obviously there's some downhill on the backside of the lap. Coming around and doing that twice, okay. We're struggling a little bit here because you've just ran 4 miles. The third time was a killer. Because as I'm starting the third lap, I'm at the longest distance that I've ever ran. And then I'm looking up at these hills, and I'm thinking, fuck, I've got to go up those for a whole mile. Get out of here. While still trying to keep a decent pace. And I knew, obviously, going up the hills are going to be a bit slower. So you got to push yourself on the downhills, and I tried to do that from some of the laps. I mean, I was doing 9-minute miles, and then I was doing some 11-minute miles. But overall, what a feeling. Nobody in my family's ever done a half marathon. Nobody that I know of anyway. It's a very proud accomplishment for me. 5 months ago I was running a mile and I was transitioning into my barefoot shoes, which I wore for the half marathon. And I've worked really, really hard to be able to kind of accomplish something like this. There'll be some people that will say you push yourself a bit too hard on this one and you ramped up the mileage too much, but I think I can cut myself some slack with a lot of the burpee training that I've done. It sets you up mentally to be able to accomplish this. And the last lap, I hit a major wall at 10 miles. And my groin was kind of playing up a little bit. So I sat down and stretched for 10 seconds, got up and continued. And there was a lot of the thoughts that you hear about where it's, why am I doing this? What is the point? I've never really had those before, but I definitely had them at about 10 miles. So that was quite funny. But a lot of the kind of mental toughness training that I've done with the winter training and just the hard burpee sessions, it sets you up perfectly to be able to handle those situations. Because it's so much of those situations are mental. And the reason why I chose to do the half marathon in this format with the laps was because I know that I can get through those first 2 laps because I've done it, right? I've done that 8 miles. You know what that feels like. And then there's also a mental change that happens once you hit those 8 miles. You know that there's only 1 lap to go. 1 lap plus a mile, but once you do the lap, the mile's nothing. And my final mile, I think my pace was about 8:30, which is pretty quick for the 13 mile. So overall though, fantastic. But we're not going to slow down. We're going to keep pushing, and we're going to move on now to the marathon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's something a little bit different. I hope it gives you a little bit of a taste as to what the run was like for me. And I tried to get some shots of the landscape as well, because it's a truly beautiful run, and it's a pleasure to be able to do it.